Hi guys, this is Meenu. Welcome back to my channel Storytale. Today I'm going to tell you how to listen to audiobooks or download audiobooks for free. No, it's not an ad for Audible. I'm not suggesting you take 1 month trial of Audible. This is not that. I have come across an app where it lets you download audiobooks for free. They do not charge you anything, not even a single penny. The app is LibriVox. I'm gonna give the link in the description down below. You can check it out. This app or website has a huge collection of audiobooks, and you can download any audiobook from their website or app totally for free. They will not charge you even a single rupee or dollar or anything. I have been using LibriVox for a very long time now. I have listened to so many audiobooks from their website. I mainly use the app. You can also check out their website. It has the same features almost. You can download or listen to audiobooks from that page also. Let me tell you what actually LibriVox does and how does it make audiobooks free. You can also check out the information on their website. You can check out the about section. Let me read a little bit from that section to you guys. LibriVox volunteers record chapters of books in the public domain, and then we release the audio files back onto the net for free. All our audio is in the public domain, so you may use it for whatever purpose you wish. Our readers are free to choose the books they wish to record. LibriVox sees itself as a library of audiobooks. Because the books we read are in the public domain, our readers and listeners should be aware that many of them are very old and may contain language or express notions that are antiquated at best, offending at worst. Basically, the audiobooks that you get on the website or the app has been read by volunteers. They volunteer themselves. They pick up a book and then they read it and record it, and then they send it to LibriVox, and then they release it on their website or the net. As these files are on public domain, so you can download it without any problem, without any copyright issue or anything. LibriVox is a non-profit organization, at least that is what is written on their website. They are actually completely free, and I really love the user interface they have. I think it's very user friendly. Their app and their website, both of them are very easy to use. Let me show you a little bit how the app actually works. First, of course, you have to go to the Play Store and download the app LibriVox. The spelling is LIBRI capital VOX. And after downloading it, of course, you have to open the app. That is like necessary. To use the LibriVox app, you need to be connected to internet so that you can access all the audiobooks that are in their public domain. Once you open the app, you can see that there is a large collection of audiobooks here. And of course, there are also famous authors like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, William Shakespeare. There's so many authors that you can read from. All you have to do is go to that particular author, or you can also search by name. That is of course your choice, but I'm gonna choose to go to like Jane Austen. Let's try that one. So all you have to do is select Jane Austen, and then you'll be given this list of audiobooks that you can listen to. Of course, there are her famous works like Persuasion. There's also Pride and Prejudice, Emma, Sense and Sensibility. As you can see, there are many versions of Pride and Prejudice. That is because many volunteers have read it and sent it to LibriVox, and they have just released it to their net. You can try any version you want and just listen to whatever you think sounds nice to you. There is a huge collection of books, like you can see. You can also check out Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and you can listen to Sherlock stories, like there's The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, The Lost Word, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. There's like Hounds of the Baskervilles. Like I said, it has a very huge collection. It also have some works of Rabindranath Tagore. You're not gonna find many of the Indian authors here. I do not think there is any, maybe one or two about the authors that I cannot actually recall. I've been trying to search for Premchand or someone, but I could not find it. I did find few works of Rabindranath Tagore, but other than that, there are not many Indian authors here. You can also check out non-fiction books. There are many here. I do not know any non-fiction book, to be honest, because I'm not someone who reads non-fiction books. So if you are someone who's interested in non-fiction books, of course you can check out these audiobooks. Now let me show how you can actually listen to the audiobooks. Lately I have read Wuthering Heights, which was one of my favorite audiobooks. I did try to read it in the book, but it was very difficult for me to figure out because the English was way too old, so it can be a little bit difficult, and plus the accent and everything does not actually comes through. That is why I listened to this book on this app, which was like very much helpful because it did give me a very good version of the book. So all I did was search Wuthering Heights, and then as you can see there are few versions of Wuthering Heights. You can of course choose anyone you like. The one that I listened to was read by Ruth Golding. I really loved her voice. This was a very good, interesting version of the Wuthering Heights. I really loved her voice. She had a very calm kind of a voice and I actually enjoyed it. She also uses some of the accents, and for a different character she tries to use a different voice. So that is something that I actually loved. I was also listening to Dracula, which was a dramatic version of Dracula, and it was so interesting to listen to because there were so many different people who were performing different characters. So it was a very interesting experience. I really enjoyed it. Now all you have to do is select the audiobook that you want to actually listen to. So now there's a button here, a small circle kind of a button with a triangle at the center of it. All you have to do is touch it. And as you can see, the recording will load for a few seconds and then it will start.
Dracula. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Dracula by Bram Stoker.
You actually need a very good internet connection if you're not downloading the book so that you can listen to it smoothly. Now as you can see, the interface here, this is the main page or whatever it is called is open, and now you can see there are many things that you can do here. As you can fast forward it 30 seconds or you can take it back 10 seconds. So that is something also very interesting. In case you have missed something, you can always go back and check it out. If you touch here at the top, you can see there are many chapters here. So if you have already read through a book and you know which chapter you're gonna start, you can always pick it up from there. Like if you have read till 14th chapter in another way, in another ebook or the physical book, then you can just go directly to the chapters that you want to read and you can start it from there. It's gonna be okay. There's also bookmark. Of course you can bookmark anything if you want. And at the top, as you can see, there's a star. That means of course you can make this audiobook as your favorite and you can listen to it later too. Just next to it is the button, stop playback button. Like you can select when do you want the playback to actually stop. So like if you want to just read for 3 hours, you can choose that. If you want to read for like 1 hour, you can choose that. All you have to do is just select the time and select the minutes, and then that's it. If you want to select that you want to stop listening by the end of chapter, you can use that. I do not actually use this feature. It's not something that has been necessary to me, so of course you can skip it, or if you want you can use it. And it is saying that shake for an extra 10 minutes if you want to read more. So that is something that if you want you can do. And now just next to is there's 3 dots. All you have to do is again touch it. So it has playback speed. So this is like the best thing. The playback speed is basically, see, sometimes audiobooks can go for a very long time. Like audiobooks can be 16 hours or 17 hours or even longer. Okay, so if you are someone who can actually keep up with the speed, like you can actually increase the speed of the audiobook, because when you read a book, in a book you kind of skip certain things, right? But with the audiobook, same is not possible. You cannot just skip things, like, because you can miss certain things. So that is why if you want to finish a book a little bit faster, you can increase the playback speed, or you can decrease it if you have been having a difficult time to actually keep up with the speed of the narrator. So of course the turtle means, so of course the turtle means that you can go a little bit slower, and the rabbit means that you can go a little bit faster. So you can of course set the speed of the audiobook according to your preference. I do like to increase it a little bit, not much but a little bit when I listen to audiobooks, but that is again a personal choice. That is something that you can of course try. After that is share. You can share the book. That is a common feature. And then just below it is download. If you want to make a collection of yours, you can of course download this book and listen to it offline mode if that is something that you prefer. So you can do that too. Of course it's going to take a little bit of memory, so that is not something I do. I actually listen it online through their app only. I do not want to make a collection or something of audiobooks. That is why I never download it. I just listen to it online. So then there's another open ebook preferences, remove from recent and add to new list. This is not something very extravagant. Open ebook is basically, it will open an ebook of this book which you can find in Project Gutenberg. That is something that you'll be needing an extra app for. But anyway, as you can see, this is an amazing way to listen to audiobooks for free. Of course, you're not gonna find new books. Like if you wanna try any recent release, you're not gonna find it because they do have copyrights and they cannot include books that have copyright which is still active. The another best thing about this app is that you can also volunteer and you can also read book, record them and give it to them, and they will publish it here. Of course, it's not going to charge you anything and you're not going to get paid also, because it is of course a volunteer work. So that is something very interesting too, though I'm not little bit sure about how that is going to work. What if I read a book that has a copyright issue? Do they actually check it before releasing it, or I do not know? Maybe they do, of course, otherwise they would have struck out with copyright a long time ago. So I think that is something. So I guess I have to keep in mind when I read a book that it does not fall under a copyright issue. If I ever volunteer for this app or the website, I would love to read some Indian authors. I would love to read some work of Premchand, Rajendra Prasad or R.K. Narayan, or any famous Indian authors that we have. That would be very interesting, because like I said, this app or the website does not have many Indian authors. So of course I'm gonna have to look for the copyrights and everything. But I think it would be nice to actually volunteer with these Hindi novels. At least it will be a better collection for Indian readers who actually read only regional languages. So I think that would be very much preferable. So if I ever have to volunteer, I will do that with Hindi novels. I really hope many people knows about this app and they start to read. It is going to be a very useful tool for someone who is just beginning to read. Of course, it has innumerable number of classics. There are so many famous books. If you ever want to catch up to all the classics, this is the best place for you. Audiobooks have always been a very good way to start reading, because you do not have to actually physically read books or something. You do not have to, in this matter, you have to buy anything. You can just listen it for free and you can try if you like stories or not. I'm gonna soon release a video where I'm gonna list all the books that I have listened to on this app. I'm gonna tell you which are the versions that I actually loved. Right now I'm listening to Dracula by Bram Stoker. I'm really loving the dramatic version of it. It is an amazing feel when many people are performing different characters. So that is a very interesting way to listen to an audiobook. It kind of takes you to all those time when your grandmother or some of your relatives actually tell you a story in their own version. It just makes you feel that kind of nostalgic. I love that feeling when someone tells you a story in their own way and everything. I really love that. So that is the feeling that you can get from here. Do try this app at least once and let me know what you think about this, because I think it is just an amazing, and I think they are doing a very good job of providing books for free, because books is something that I think everyone should read, and they are doing a really good job of providing it for free without any profit. I think that is like a very good cause. Like I said, do try this app at least once and let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. I really hope this video helped a little bit in your reading. If it did, do hit that like button and I will see you in the next video. Bye.